Can y'all hear me? I hope everybody is having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. I can't complain. I just got in from the gym not too long ago. It was leg day and we poking. I don't know why I'm in a good mood today. Listen, I I ain't really get that much sleep last night. I was too busy on my phone and I think I probably got like 3 hours of sleep last night. But I got up and I was up and I had a little pep in my stuff. I made it to the gym today. You know what I'm saying? It was leg day, and so I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But track and field come on in a little bit or whatever. So I had to come in here early. I had to come in here early because I'm gonna be glued to the TV. We got the USA Olympic trials. We're trying to see who making it that's gonna be representing us over there in Paris. And I gotta be able to watch it from, you know what I'm saying, from the Rooter to the Tutor. But before I watch that, I said let me come on in here, even though YouTube is playing with me. I was been supposed to have been monetized. Probably maybe Tuesday. I was supposed to have already been monetized, and they trying to slow roll me. They trying to slow roll me, whatever. But it don't matter. I just want to come here and talk to y'all and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But before we got some things that we got to talk about, okay? Because they are crowning Kendrick Lamar the king. And I don't know if y'all believe that he's the king or not. I don't know. You know, to me, that's a bit too far. You know what I'm saying? They jumping out there, ain't they? Okay. Then we got to talk about this beef between Funky Dineva and Miss Pat. Then we got to talk about Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie hit an all-time low. We got to talk about this mess with this Tiana Taylor and Iman divorce. And we got to talk about Gayle. Gayle is out here caping for Justin Timberlake. Now I'm starting to see what they saying about you, Gayle. But before we get started, let's see who in here, and then we're gonna talk. Okay? Let me see. Let me go to the top. Yeah, what's good, yeah. The Informed, what's good? Divine Shine, what's good? DGF627, this is the equivalent of day drinking. Meow, what's good? Jay East, what's good? D Love, what's good? Damn, what Garcel do now? She ain't do nothing, just like she always do. What's good, D Allen 977? Good boy, your show has helped me through so much. Thank you for that. Oh, no problem. What's good, Short Stack? Naomi, what's good? Jacqueline Ebulate, Magaline Lamar, Tanya, what's good? Caribbean Gal, Wizard, Mism01, Shelves, what's good? Kenya Jones, Douglas Donation, what's good? Oh, baby, that Kendrick Lamar concert was lit, baby. It seemed like they were stomping on Drake's grave. Miss Bella, what's good? Taneezy J, Mrs. Keys the Store, BC, Kimmy Nicole, what's good? Burley Girl, Tiffany and Company, what's good? Yes, yesterday was my day off from the gym, and I'll be having when I don't be going to the gym, y'all, something I think is wrong with me because my head be hurting. You know what I'm saying? But I eat lower calories than usual. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it yesterday. Kimmy Faye, what's good? Good boy. I was hoping you would talk about Kendrick's show. I gotta watch it again. Miss Powell, what's good? She said, good boy, did you hear that Ariana Knight tested deposit for a banned substance in March? Yes, I did. And you know what's so funny? Ariana Knight, I don't know if y'all know who Ariana Knight is, but he was a teenage track sensation. He had tested positive for a banned substance in March. Apparently, he was eating some oxtails, baby. He was eating some oxtails, and when he had took a drug test in March, he failed the drug test. And that just goes to show the difference between USA and these other companies, because when and certain people, because when Sha'Carri failed her drug test, failed her drug test, we found out that next day that Sha'Carri, matter of fact, when Sha'Carri failed her drug test, the people in the track world found out that day that Sha'Carri failed her drug test and she wasn't going to be running the Olympics, and the world found out that next day. I still remember. They said that she had failed the drug test, and I was like, oh my God. But it was a boy, it was another teenager, Esam. I don't know his last name, but he had failed the drug test. He said that whatever he had in his system had to come from a Gatorade gummies. I didn't even know Gatorade had gummies. You know what I'm saying? But he said that it came from a Gatorade gummy. You know, I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but that's crazy that Ariana failed the drug test in March, and we just hearing about it in June, and they still letting him run. What I read was that they had went and tested the oxtail. They had went and tested the oxtails, and whatever the banned substance was that was in his that was in the oxtails, that was the same amount that was in his system. Oh yes. It's our oxtails called for weed. No, I'm talking about real oxtails, baby. Damn, I eat oxtails every day. Right. I'm telling you, they still let him run. But when Sha'Carri got, I'm just saying, that's not what the hell does oxos have to do with failing the drug test. So you know that they be trying to put all of this different stuff in this meat. They be putting all these hormones and stuff in this meat and stuff, and they probably was putting some in the oxtails to make the. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you, but it was a banned substance that he had, and they had probably to get the oxtails fatter. I don't know, but he failed it. He failed it. What we got to talk about? Let's start with our Housewives news first, okay? Let's start with Garcel. Congratulations are in order. Now I want y'all to see what I did. Congratulations are in order for Garcel, okay? Now, Garcel has a new grandbaby on the way. Where is it at? Garcel got a new grandbaby on the way. Okay? Who would have known? Okay? So let me show you. Is it 10 minutes? I'm not monetized yet. It don't matter. So Garcel got a new grandbaby on the way, and the baby is from her son, the oldest son. Okay? So let's go and let's find. What's the oldest son name? I forgot his name. What's his name? Hold on. Give me a second. I know his name. His name is, let's see. Because you got to look him up, and I want y'all to see what I saw and tell me if y'all picking it up. His name is Oliver. Oliver, right? So this is what you see. I'm going to show y'all some hot shit. This is hot shit, okay? This is how you know that there are drugs that's still being used, okay? So you go to Garcel page, right? I don't know Oliver like that. I don't follow Oliver, but I know Garcel follow her son, so I go and look up Oliver. You know what I'm saying? Because they say he got a baby on the way. I want to see the baby. Wait a minute. Is my mouse dead? I mean, my keyboard dead? Let's see. Keyboard dead. Damn. Wait a minute. God, they say God don't like ugly. I wasn't going to be ugly, God. Let's see. Oliver, right? Hold on. Oliver. Put Oliver in there. Oliver got 2 motherfucking pages. That's hot shit. This the hot shit. How in the hell Oliver got 2 pages? You get what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? It must be the one with the story right here. Let me go ahead and click on it and see what's going on. We want to see what's going on. So we go over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had already had a baby with Sammy. Remember Sammy had, I believe, didn't Sammy have 4 or 5 kids? Remember Sammy? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Sammy. Sammy was Oliver's baby mama that he had married, and she had already had 4 kids, and he done had the 5th baby. Remember that? Sammy? And Garcel had got Oliver a job over there at Pump, but not on the show. She had got Oliver a job over there in Vegas, and baby Oliver went over there and lost his mind, baby. Started fucking on everything, and Sammy got upset and was saying that she was taking care of Oliver. That she was the one who was playing for his studio stations that didn't work out, and she had been taking care of Oliver. Because, you know, Garcel had let us know she was trying to bond with the other girls over there on that show. Garcel, and that's one of my thing with Garcel. You know, we don't get to telling our family business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Garcel got on that show and told us that Oliver was a crackhead, baby. That's supposed to be secret. And in the real black community, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the Haitian in her, but in the real black community, you don't know a motherfucker, a crackhead in a family. Baby, your best friend can have a crackhead brother or something like that. And you wouldn't even know until you seen laid eyes on them. I'll tell you the truth. Don't get mad at me. Can we talk? Can we have real talk? What my physical mean, man? Hold on. Can we have real talk?
Real talk.
I was in the 9th grade. My best friend, it was him, and they was in order. He was the middle child, but he had a brother that was older than him, a grade older than him, and he had a younger brother that was a grade younger than him. And I just thought it was 3 kids, right? So he ended up taking me over. We ended up going to his house one day or whatever, and we went over there to his house, and it was a girl that had just walked by, but the girl was like, she was like our age, but probably 2 or 3 years older or whatever. And she was a can't get right. No shade, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, you know what I'm saying? She was, M. Arbor. She was an M. Arbor. And I think she came and she spoke to me or whatever. And I called her or whatever. She was like, hey. And I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? When she walked by or whatever, I was like, who is that? He was like, my sister. And I was like, oh my God, I've been on this boy for 4 years and didn't know he had a sister. But that's what I'm saying back in the day. When you got family members and stuff, they got something going on with them. You know what I'm saying, baby? You never know until. Bye, y'all leaving me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. You know what? Let me see. If we can't talk, I don't want to be. Okay. If we can't talk, I don't want to be here. If we can't talk, I don't want to be here. YouTube already messing with me. Y'all not gonna do me that. But she was a king. You know what I'm saying? And I did not know. I have been on her for 4 years. I done been to the house and stuff before, but this day, I guess the short bus had got home before we got there or whatever. And yes, baby, and still to this day or whatever, whenever I go back home or whatever and I see her or whatever, she'll speak or whatever, I'll be like, hey, oh, hey, she's still speaking everything. She still remember me after all that time. You know what I'm saying? But yes, baby. But yeah, you don't ever know that number. Garcel went over there and telling all her motherfucking business and stuff like that. If Lisa run the kids is over there on dope and on drugs up and shit over there messing around with the Kardashian son, the Kardashian son-in-law or whatever, that's their business. You don't identify with these whores, okay? But now she done told us that Oliver a crackhead, so we always got to watch and see what was going on. So Oliver had the nerve. I thought that, and you know me, I thought that Sammy was pregnant again. I said, God damn, how many, baby? You know, that's some weak ass shit. You know, sit up here and have 6 kids, bitch. And okay, but you know, some people don't believe in abortion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, girl, you said you was over there taking care of the nigga. We having more kids. But you remember Sammy had some kids that was a little immoral too. And so she probably get a check that's coming in or whatever. Anyway, she ended up, I went to Oliver Page and they had this pinned. You know what I'm saying? They say, we're popping bottles. I don't think that we want to use popping bottles for a different kind of year. And he got a baby. Right. And what do you know? Interesting. Same girl, it's Sammy.
Probably not.
I thought it would have been a black woman this time, but you know, maybe not. Maybe it's like his mama. He like his mama. Okay. And they say, we are excited to share with you all that a new addition to our growing family will be arriving January 2025. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. That means that she probably 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months. Okay. And so this not Sammy. So I went to her page. She already got 2 kids. Baby, what is going on? And see, look, they at the pool or whatever with her 2 kids and his baby. He got his son, but you don't went over there and left Sammy other 4 kids. Now, didn't Garcel say that she look at all of Sammy kids, put them one in the chest? See, that's the fuck shit I be talking about. And y'all be getting mad at me. I said that was bullshit. I said, you just mad at Garcel. You just mad at Garcel. Girl, this girl got 5 motherfucking kids. All of them your grandkids. Girl, please, quit playing. Quit playing. All of them your grandkids. Baby girl, he done went over there and baby, please, they don't look. We got too many kids. And Garcel, I've seen pictures with Garcel on it. So congratulations. Congratulations were in order. Shout out to Garcel. What else did I see in Housewife news? Portia, y'all, we getting old. Yeah, we getting old. Now, I told y'all, I caught up on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I didn't watch it when it first came out, but I remember Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? But I did watch it from the beginning when I started watching. And Portia is driving now. Portia done got a car, okay? Now, Portia, they done surprise Portia. They done surprise Portia with a Porsche, okay? And I feel like, what better thing to do? If Mauricio then was my mommy and daddy or whatever, and my birthday came up and I was turning 16, or she's 16. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna bring me with anything, it better be a Porsche. As much money as y'all's making. You know what I'm saying? But they got her a Porsche, and the people got mad at them for buying their daughter a Porsche. Okay? And so the people had Honey called down and was asking her, did they think it was too much that she got a lot of backlash for buying her daughter a Porsche? Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? Let these people buy their kids a Porsche. But that's what I'm saying, bro. But that's what I'm saying. This is why we gotta. This is why we love Black excellence, because really, the first housewife daughter that we saw with a Porsche was Riley Burruss, right? Riley Burruss was the first one the first 16-year-old I seen with a Porsche. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucking Todd, that no good ass motherfucking Todd, was trying to get that car away from her. He thought that it was too much for her to have a Porsche. He didn't think that her first choice should have been a Porsche. You know, he thought she should have had a hoopty or something like that and worked her way up into a Porsche. But good thing Kandi didn't listen to him right there. That's what I'm saying. That's why I fuck. And see, if Mama Joyce wasn't around, she would have been doing, baby, she wouldn't have had no Porsche. She probably, she wouldn't have had no Porsche. I'm with Mama Joyce. Riley ain't gonna be frying no chicken at the fucking OLG. You leave that shit for Kayla. Y'all leave that shit for Kayla. Riley ain't gonna be frying no motherfucking chicken. I know that's right, Mama Joyce. Okay. What else did I see in Housewives news? Speaking of Kandi, it's a show that was on Hulu. It was exclusively on Hulu. We never seen nothing like that before. It was a show that was exclusively on Hulu called Reasonable Doubt. And Kandi is joining season 2 of Reasonable Doubt. Did y'all remember that? I remember that. Reasonable Doubt. Now we should have been. I don't know how we was gonna have a season 2 of Reasonable Doubt, but Kandi got a role on season 2 of Reasonable Doubt. So congratulations to Kandi. Okay, let me see what a picture. Now I done seen Kandi acting before, child. I'm not impressed. But one thing I will say though, if Kandi say she in a movie, she gonna have a couple of lines. You know what I'm saying? But this is season 2. Now, Morris Chestnut, I don't know what Morris Chestnut is doing in the picture. I don't remember Morris Chestnut on the show. Now, I remember this girl over here. I don't remember Morris Chestnut on the first season of the show. Y'all remember? I don't remember Morris Chestnut. He wasn't the husband. I don't remember. Michael Ealy was on the show because I believe he played a crazy inmate or something that was in love with the woman, but I don't remember Morris. So Morris must have got a new role on the show and stuff too. I mean, he may be a producer or something. Maybe he's moving up in the world. I don't know. Who played the husband? I don't remember. I don't think that he played the husband. It was another actor who played the husband. You know who played the husband? The lead basketball player in Hit the Floor. Y'all remember the show Hit the Floor? It used to come off first season of Real Housewives. Of Love and Hip Hop. It used to be a show called Hit the Floor. And it was a man on there. He played the husband, but I don't know his name, but he played a basketball player on Hit the Floor. He was the husband. They should have got Cynthia Bailey, the real. Now, Cynthia Bailey is a good actress. She shocked me on BMF. Cynthia shocked me on BMF. Now, Cynthia is the best actress that we have seen on Real Housewives, okay? Jassy, McKinley Freeman? Thank you, Raina. Thank you. Each one teach one. I appreciate it. Yeah, he was the ex, Apple Charm. He was the ex. McKinley Freeman, that's his name. Terrible show. Jassy, what's the terrible show? What's the terrible show? Hit the Floor? I know you ain't talking about Reasonable Doubt. Monique say never heard of the show until yesterday, unless it's on the JBT talks about it. No, it's a good show, Monique King. It should be still on Hulu. Eva is the best actress on RHOA. Ha! Hit the Floor, boo. Okay, Hit the Floor. Yeah, Hit the Floor was it was a horrible show. It was a horrible show. Did y'all watch Clipped, the latest episode of Clipped? I gotta watch it again. It was on, but it was watching me. And then we got Monique, child. Monique that came out and did a live, child. Monique be getting on my nerves. Okay? So she done went and did a live and talking about her joining the cast of Traitors. Let's hear what she got to say.
Happened with the Traitors. I considered doing the show. I was really excited about it. Number one, let me back up and just say that I didn't realize that the Traitors was like NBC Universal. I don't watch TV. So when the opportunity came about, my manager reached out and was like, hey, would you want to do the Traitors? And I'm like, what is it? It's like a competition challenge kind of show. And like Fear Factor meets Mind Games and this and that. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm interested. Put my name in it. So then I started watching all the old episodes. Then I realized this is NBC Universal. Oh, they have Housewives on here. Oh, okay. This is interesting. But then still I was down. So I heard that they wanted me to be on the show. I said, okay, let's do it. We started talking numbers. I was like, for me to go away for that period of time, I need to make sure the money's good. And I also need to make sure, because I have children, I have 3 kids, and I have a home, and I have a dog. But
you don't have the kids all the time, Monique. I believe when we got in I believe that you and Big Boy, y'all share custody. You don't have them all the time. Okay, let's go ahead and listen, girl. But Monique, this is what I think that you're trying to. Okay, let's go. Let's listen. Let her finish.
Parrot. So
she got kids and a parrot. You got kids and a parrot, but y'all killed the other bird. Y'all killed the bird. What happened to the bird? The bird flew away because the bird saw his death. And then all of a sudden, the bird ended up dying, and y'all don't even let us know how the bird died. We invited the bird into our motherfucking homes, and y'all don't even let us know what happened to the bird. I believe Chris sat on that bird. Because when you are heavy, yeah, Tashala, when you heavy and you sit down, that weight drop fast. You know what I'm saying? I believe Big Boy sat on it. I believe Big Boy sat on it. Or maybe Big Boy got mad and picked Tashala up and threw him against the wall or something. Because I don't know, but we had my whole thing, and I hate to speculate on the bird, my mama bird, but we got to see what's going on because we never. If she told us what happened, we don't have to come up with a reason in our head. You know what I'm saying? But I think Big Boy did something to the boy. Big Boy either threw the bird against the wall when he was arguing with Monique, or Big Boy said on him. Big Boy said on my mama bird. We ain't seen my mama bird saying, okay?
I got to make sure that it makes sense for me to leave my job for a whole month.
Where you work?
Or however long, it needs to make sense, right? So that was one concern. Mm-hmm. Then you know how it is with reality TV stuff. It is always last minute. Mm-hmm. You know, they act like you don't have a life outside of whatever it is they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. And I just was like, you know what? They're taking too long. If they don't come back with something really soon and respond to whatever, raising their offer and give me some better numbers, then I'm not gonna be able to do it. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what happened. But then on the back end, I heard about some shady stuff that was going on. Mm-hmm. So apparently they were trying to put me and Candace from RHOP on the Traitors at the same time.
First of all, we know when you say you and Candace, we know who you're talking about. You don't have to say Candace from RHOP. We know who that is. When we say Monique, we got to say Monique who? Because we don't know who you are, baby. You forgot about. You an afterthought. But go ahead.
I didn't know that she was pregnant. I didn't know that she was supposed to be on the show. And the only reason that I found out is because my manager is well connected. And
I bet you knew she was pregnant. You know, girl, you knew she was. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I'll be talking about. Girl, you knew she was pregnant.
He started finding out all of this stuff. And I'm like, first of all, that's slow down to try to put a pregnant woman in that position. That's jacked up, number one. Second of all, I don't even know why a person that's pregnant would even do that show or want to do that show because it's a lot of physical challenges and stuff in there. So I thought that was weird.
Monique, so you thought you didn't know why a pregnant woman would want to be in that position because it was a lot of physical challenges and stuff like that. But I remember you telling Candace, and I quote, "I will still drag you pregnant and all." Put a one in the chat if you remember that. Maybe I'm forgetting. But I remember you saying, I will still drag you pregnant and all. Over there at the farm. You did. You said, I will still drag you pregnant and all. That's what you said. Now, that's weird to me. That you will still want to drag somebody pregnant and all. Okay, but go ahead. Let's continue, child.
But regardless, I'm like, why would you try to take something from a totally different show and try to make it something that could potentially be very nasty? When I watched the first and second season of The Traitors, and I watched the other Traitors, like Traitors UK, all of that, it wasn't about their personal lives. It was more about just the show in itself. And if you get picked as a traitor and if you're faithful and all of that. And I thought that was so much fun. I actually was really excited about the opportunity and being able to do the show. But once I started finding out all of the shady shenanigans that were also going on behind the scenes, and they couldn't afford me.
They couldn't afford you? They couldn't afford. Girl, see, that's what I'm saying, baby. You forgot where you came from. You was in that Durango. I remember, Bravo. I remember one Sunday they did the show. You was in that Durango. Your pastor came over there, and your pastor told you when you met Chris, you was homeless, and now can't nobody afford you. But you went over there on own with Carlos King, and we heard they get $1,000 an episode, and you ain't no different. Monique, I think that you need. Yeah, you married Big Boy. Okay, let's go ahead and finish, girl.
I was just like, I'm not doing this. And then once I found out about all the shady stuff that was going on, I was like, you know what? Let them know that I declined not only this season, but every other season. Like, I'm not doing it at all now because now you turned me off. And that is what you call boundaries. And that's what I now have. And I love that. I love that I don't have to do stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to do it now because you got a divorce and you walked away with half. Shout out, baby. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. That's what you should have said, baby. Listen, I married that man. I gave him 3 kids. I divorced him, and I don't got to do shit now. Say that.
You know, I don't feel obligated to do anything that I'm not excited about.
I know,
so
girl.
that took the excitement away because it was almost like y'all were trying to be shady and set things up. In a way that was just like, because when you get there, you don't know who else is going to be there until you land. So I thought that was really like low down, especially because everybody knows that situation is very sensitive. And I highly doubt that if it was 2 white women that from another like Housewives show, I highly doubt that they would put them in that position.
Girl, so we Black Lives Matter now. Let me tell you something, Monique. We done with you, but let me tell you something, Monique. They had to bring Candace on the show because without Candace,
you are a non-motherfucking factor, bitch.
You are a non-motherfucking factor. You are. Without Candace there, baby, without them inviting Candace, you wouldn't have been there. Love. You wouldn't have been there. Nobody would have had you there. Who wanted to see you? Okay, now we done with these girls. Okay, that's the Housewives news for today. Okay, I'm hating on Monique. Never drag me, Monique. Drag me. You like Monique and Candace? You know what? I used to like Monique until season 5. I honestly and truthfully, I did like her. And I remember probably episode 2 or 3. I'm like, I'm really trying to be Team Monique, but I can't. I can't. Right, she's seeking attention. Take your oils and diffusers and go. Right. Where is T'Challa? Right, Bulat. Monique is full of herself and she fake. Me too, good boy. Yeah, maybe she can fight Robin. She don't want to fight no Robin. She hit on the weakest link. You seen who? Baby, Robin walked dead up on that. Robin walked dead in Monique's face and was in her. Monique could put the umbrella up, choke that girl with the umbrella if she wanted to. Walked dead up on that girl. Okay. What else did I see? Did y'all see Kendrick Lamar pop-out concert? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Did y'all watch it? Okay. Billboard. Kendrick channeled Tupac as he assumed the throne at his pop-out concert. I wouldn't go that far. You know, the thing is, it was a great concert. I feel like it was big for the West Coast. It was big for hip-hop. But I don't want to say Pac to me, baby. Not Pac, though. It wasn't Pac. Okay? The people have spoken, and there's a new king of rap, and his name is Kendrick Lamar. Okay? I thought it was a funeral. Okay? We witnessed the coronation last night. Kendrick Lamar is unequivocally the king of rap, and has officially entered God status on the West Coast. He walked on the stage dressed in a red hoodie with white tee underneath and an iced-out crucifix draped over it, blue jeans, white silver, and red Nike Shox, and a red baseball hat. Why is this significant? The outfit was eerily similar to one Tupac wore at the 1994 Source Awards when he performed out on bail with his rap group Thug Life. Okay? Pac, who at the time was dealing with a bunch of legal issues in his personal life, hijacked the Source stage while A Tribe Called Quest was accepting their award for Rap Group of the Year. Okay? Comes to MC rose from underneath the stage draped in a red light and entered his set with Euphoria, a song some said held little replay value. However, the lie detector determined untrue because the crowd at the forum knew every single word and went bar for the entire 6-minute song. And to circle back the outfit he was wearing on stage, Kendrick added a new line to the song's last verse. Give me Tupac ring back. I'm going to give you a little respect, as if to say, hey, man, we can start to resolve the situation if you just return the West Coast artifact. Like a plot to the Indiana Jones movie. He also snuck into the first verse of the 616 in LA and performed his Like That verse, adding insult to injury. Now, to me personally, I think Like That is the best song of the war, the diss war. Okay? I think that Like That is the best song of the diss war. Okay? The beat and everything. Future and Metro Boomin did they thing on that beat. That beat was everything. Okay? However, the highlight of the night wasn't Black Hippie reuniting on stage, Dr. Dre whispering, I see dead people out to perform in California Love. It was when Kendrick performed Not Like Us, not once, not twice, but 6 times in a row. He held the crowd in the palm of his hand like only a true MC could. They hung on to every word, even during the rapping for him and finishing his verses at times. Okay, a crowd of people screaming OV ho and calling you a certified pedophile already can't be a good thing. Every time you thought things got worse for Drake last night, they did. When Dot and Mustard were in the middle of the third or fourth replay of the song, the NBA stars and fellow LA legends, DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook were on stage doing their dance. That's when I realized just how bad things has gotten for Drake. Every artist, celebrity, and friend of Kendrick in attendance dance on the Toronto rapper's proverbial grave in the name of the West Coast solidarity. It seemed as if it was a big chunk of the culture, chose a side. Okay? Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God, Drake. Oh my God, Drake. Okay? Now they calling him the king of hip hop. They calling him the king. Now, I give him the king of the West Coast. I give him the king of the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got Snoop crowning him the king of the West Coast. We got Snoop crowning him the king of the West Coast. Where is that? What's Snoop? Snoop crowned him the king of the West Coast. Okay? Let's listen to Snoop.
Coming at you live from Canada. Sending the
Oh, he where Naomi at. Shout out to Naomi. He comes to you live from Canada. Snoop, you over there in Canada with Drake? Did you pick a side? You must be like you giving me JC
big shout out to K Dot and all the homies from the West that stood together, unified, organized.
Y'all, I'm so glad this ain't 1996, because if he had got on the internet and said that he was in Canada, baby, they probably would have took him. Because that was a real beef. That was a real beef in 1996, where they was, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay, but go ahead.
Peace, love. That was beautiful. That was fun to watch. Beautiful to see all of my peoples come together. And
K-Dot, wasn't that? Was you with your brother?
You are the king of the West. That's the kind of shit kings do. We unite. We bring our peoples together.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now, one person, somebody else wasn't in attendance. JC wasn't in attendance, y'all. JC wasn't in attendance. And to me, JC seemed tight. You know, I feel like that JC was tight and he was upset. If you ask me, I think that JC picked the side. It seemed like JC picked the side in the beef. And he, you know, when niggas get to sit up there talking about some, I got fatherhood. First of all, JC did a live. He went live. Okay. I watched the live. You know what I'm saying? But you still didn't let us know, was that your bitch? We don't give a damn about what's going on with you in this. You chose the side. You wasn't there. You wasn't invited. You know what I'm saying? You saying Drake, you said that Drake was your brother. But all you could talk about is what Drake did for you. You said that Drake, you call and ask Drake for something, and he do it. You call and ask Drake for tickets for your kids, he give you tickets for your kids. But you never said nothing that he ever did. I mean, him giving you tickets for your kids is really nothing. That's nothing. He's Drake. You get what I'm saying? But if you want to say that's your brother, okay, I don't know. But is that your bitch? I'm talking about the builder whore. Is that your bitch? Is that your baby? Well, since he's talking about fatherhood, let us know, do you have another baby on the way? That's what I want to know. Did you get the builder whore pregnant? I don't know. I don't think that Shanice would have got pregnant by the game. Because I think that Shanice is a cute girl. I believe that Shanice could have gotten somebody. I think that she could have got somebody a little bit more relevant. You get what I'm saying? Now, I know JC is in everybody's top 5, but I think that she could have got somebody a little bit more relevant. Right, S-Lover. You know, he give me broke. I'm sorry. It give has been. It give broke. You know what I'm saying? He's still in everybody's top 5, but that don't mean that he got money. She could have got somebody a little bit more relevant, a little bit close to her age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do y'all think that Y'all think that she pregnant by the game for real? I don't know. Right? She should have got a baller when time it's hard, needs someone to help her out. Yeah, she could have did that. But you know, everybody knows she's a whore. Everybody knows she's a builder whore. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that that's Evelyn's daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And the life was just ignorant. You know what I'm saying? How he talking about he ain't never left LA. I ain't never been nowhere else. I ain't never bought a house nowhere else. I've been in LA since I was born. Oh my God. Expand your horizons. Travel. See the world. She never seen hoish, but she do got some. No, she got hoish in her. I see hoish in her, but it's low key. It's like Lori Harvey. It's real hoish, but it's low key. It's low key. I see the hoish in her. She not as whorish as her mother. You get what I'm saying? But I see the hoe in her, but it's low key. It's low key. Jealous is a vicious and emotional. Who jealous? Her mama the blueprint. You work every sport, child. Yeah, she should. I think that she could have got something. Lori sings whorish. Now, Dina, you don't think that she whorish. You just see her with a lot of people. Come on now. But I see her with just, why y'all laughing? Lori Harvey ain't low key. I ain't saying that Lori Harvey low key. Hoish but low key. Yeah, she a hoish, but it's low key. I think Evelyn sold her kid. Lori is an opportunist. Whole bloodline. Right. Y'all think that's why nobody hit her up? I think Shanice is a cute girl. I think that she's a cute girl. I thought that she probably would have had something. I thought that she probably would have had something a little bit more relevant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't think that she'd have pregnant by the game. It's not that that I wouldn't. Girl, the game got kids 15, 16 year motherfucking girl, please. Girl, please. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, if I had a baby by somebody, you know what I'm saying? I just want them to be here so the child can see 18 and we can see them together, see the child get 18 together. In my opinion. But the game was her. You chose the side. JC, and you seem tight about it. You seem real tight about it. Okay. What else did I see? Who else on the thumbnail? I'll just be up here running my mouth. Let's talk about. Where's Twitter at? I took Twitter down. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got to talk about Tiana Taylor and what's going on over there in the courthouse. My God. Baby, it's getting real messy over there. So, Byron is over there at the courthouse letting us know what's going on. Okay? So he's giving us the updates on what's going down over there in the courthouse. Okay? So Byron told us yesterday, he said, Tiana Taylor arrives to court on day 3 of her divorce trial against soon-to-be husband and former NBA star Iman Shumpert. During today's testimony, Taylor breaks down on the witness stands as she tells how Shumpert cheated on her. She also admits that she, too, stepped out on the marriage. Okay? Wow. Tiana. That she, too, stepped out on the marriage. Well, man, hold on. That she, too, stepped out on the marriage. Hold on, let me see. Tiana also stated that she was interested in protecting their family brand. She learned this early on as a child star. Okay, baby. I don't know about that now. All I know, I'm not hating. I'm just saying I don't know about her being a child star. I just remember her popping up with a 16 and pregnant. Okay. She learned this early on as a child star, and she credits her mother and manager, Nikki Taylor, in instilling these values in her. And she also planned on teaching those values to her daughters, according to the testimony. Okay, girl. Hold on, because this shit all over the place. Wait a minute. Now, Twitter done messed me up now. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. Now, back. Where is this shit at? Okay, Teyana also alleged on the witness stand that Iman was cheating before the marriage, during pregnancy, and after the marriage. And you let him deliver the baby? Wait a minute. I don't know. I don't know if I believe this, Mama. I'm sorry. Because can we talk? You named the baby Iman. It says Teyana also alleged on the witness stand that Iman was cheating before the marriage, during the pregnancy, and after the marriage. But after the marriage, that ain't cheating no more. Y'all ain't together no more. But he was cheating on you during your marriage, before the marriage, and you said I do. Well, shit, you is a fool. During the pregnancy, and you named the baby after him? Because the little girl name is Iman. And they call her Junie for Junior. Oh, girl. And you made us believe that you was different. Okay? Teyana alleged during their marriage, Iman was sending pictures of himself and his 2-month-old child to chicks she believed he was dealing with. More trial coverage update continues today from testimony from various witnesses that took the stand. Now that's sick. He was sending pictures of him and Junie or the other baby to other women. Wow. It must be noted that during a divorce case, both parties will make allegations against the other, and unless it can be independently verified, they are just that, allegations. Okay? She said that she planned on divorcing 2 times before I actually did. I was very, very low during that time. I used to see him sending pictures to different females during our 2-month-old baby. Taylor told the judge under direct examination by her attorney, Tanya Mitchell-Graham. According to the testimony from the witness stand, Teyana was legally separated when she dated and not while she was still with him. She never cheated on him while they were together, nor did they have an open relationship, as she falsely reported in the past. It wasn't an open relationship, because to me, see, you gotta, it be code words, right? So the open relationship mean that Teyana can bring, that, you know what I'm saying? Teyana can go to the club and bring a nigga home, well, a woman home and fuck her, you know what I'm saying? And he can go and meet a woman and mess with him. No, but y'all did bring other people. You, Teyana, you told us, it wasn't falsely reported. You told us that Iman was at the house one night and you came in there, you met a girl at the club and you brought the girl home. He said he didn't even ask you for a woman. He didn't even ask you for a woman, that you just brought a woman home. And then when you started telling us, you said that when people started finding out that y'all was having threesomes and menage a trois and y'all was eating pussy together, because that's what y'all was doing. Y'all was eating pussy together. You said that girls used to try to hit y'all up and try to always, that girls used to hit y'all up and try to always come into your bedroom. Because, you know, everybody, y'all used to always be halfway naked all the time. He used to show his printing stuff. Y'all used to be in the tub. You remember at the end of the Fade video, the Kanye West Fade video? Y'all was doing that. You was bringing other people into y'all bedroom. And this is a lesson. Don't be bringing other people into y'all bedroom. It'll never work. I don't think that it can work. Honestly and truthfully. Right. Even wrote a song about it called 3-Way. She was a true pick-me. She was giving into her carnal cravings. He got greedy. Nasty work. Yes, it was. She was probably trying to keep him at home. She wasn't trying to keep him at home doing, girl. I believe that. What word did the MC Light use the other day? What's good, Diva? If he was cheating before, the marriage should be for it. The marriage should be noted for. Amen. And I damn sure will be naming my baby. If somebody cheated, I'm just talking about me. If a nigga cheated on me while I was pregnant, baby, the baby gonna get my whole first and last name, child. I damn sure will name the baby after him for what? What was I saying? She I don't know. I don't think that it could work. I don't think it can work. But see, what I think that Teyana was over there doing is, remember the clever word. See, that MC Light is real clever. Remember MC Light came out this week and said that she wasn't that she take accountability for her part in the marriage dissolving because she wasn't present. And I don't think that Teyana was present either. I just don't understand how you just gonna bring a woman in the bedroom and this man ain't asked you for that. Mm-hmm. And she used to always be doing the most. Remember, she popped up at the Breakfast Club when he was doing an interview one time, and she popped up like she was, you know what I'm saying, making sure wasn't nobody cheating. The girl, you know, I just can't believe, but this nigga over here asking for her money, and he want everything back. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But just because he in the NBA, y'all don't mean that he had the contract. Everybody think that everybody in the NBA getting LeBron James contract, and that's not true. That's not true. What else did I see? This beef between Funky Dineva and Miss Pat. I don't know how I feel about it. Stop dating down. You thought she was dating down? A whole transactional relationship, right? They making fool of themselves, right? She did what she wanted and couldn't fathom he had a problem with it. But you have to ask, right? Because I'm telling you, all men do not want threesomes, and all men don't think. I mean, everybody is different. Everybody is different. Everybody don't want that. But Teyana gives me the type that if, you know what I'm saying, she probably would have started calling you gay. You don't want two women? Why you don't want two women? You know what I'm saying? You must be, you know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes the girls can be. Did y'all see the stuff that was going on with Funky and Miss Pat? My God. So Miss Pat was on the Breakfast Club, and she basically said that she got fired from V103 over there with Big Tigger, and that Big Tigger was a hater. She didn't really say a lot of bad stuff about Big Tigger. So, you know what I'm saying? She never said that he was like rude or nasty like that or whatever. She just said that he was a hater. That, he was comparing himself, that she had a G-Wagon and he didn't have one. And she had told the people that she already was going to quit in August, but she didn't. Before August came, they ended up firing her and Shamia. I didn't know that. Did I know that Shamia worked up there? I don't think I knew Miss Pat worked up there. I think I did know that Shamia worked up there. I seen Shamia up there a couple of times, but I never knew that Miss Pat was up there, because anytime that they ever went viral for something, and I use the word viral loosely, I don't ever remember seeing Miss Pat sitting in there. So she ended up being let go. And she said that Tigger was a hater, and you know what I'm saying, that she blocked him. And so Funky was covering the story. Now, I watched Miss Pat's show season 1 and 2. And I did see Funky over there on the show. So Funky went live the other day, and let me see. Funky said that he worked over there on the Miss Pat show, and he basically said that, Miss Pat was nasty, she was rude, that she came in there real late. Now, Funky had 2 lines on the show. Okay, I believe he played a judge or something, if I remember correctly. Funky had 2 lines on the show. Funky said that she came in, she was nasty, she was rude, that she said no motherfucker in here better talk to me or something like that. And she said, where my breakfast at? Okay, and the people went and ran to go get her breakfast and stuff. Now, Funky was only there for 1 day. I do believe I want to say this. I do believe that I believe every word that Funky said about Miss Pat. But I just feel like sometimes we got to offer people some grace. You get what I'm saying? My thing is this. I could see if Funky had worked up there and he had did 5 days up there, and every day she came in, she was acting like that. But he said that she had came from an event prior. We don't know what people are going through in their personal life. You get what I'm saying? We never know we never know what's going on. And so I just think that sometimes you got to offer people a little grace. In my opinion, I just think that sometimes we got to offer people a little grace. I don't, and if she wasn't talking to him directly and she was just talking as a whole, I don't know, y'all. I think that Funky was wrong for doing that. But the next day, Funky say that Miss Pat had been calling around Atlanta trying to get info on get Funky number, and like basically saying that Funky need to keep his motherfucking name out of his mouth, and that she got a new show. Well, she did say on the Breakfast Club that she had a new show, that she had pitched another show, and she actually liked Funky and wanted to put Funky on the show again. Now I did see because I remember seeing Funky on the show. I remember T.S. Madison on the show. I remember Miss Sophia on the show. She had Atlanta all up in there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You don't know what made her late to work and why it ruined her day. That's what I'm saying. For me, that what happened over there, I can see if Miss Pat was going on the Breakfast Club and saying that Tigger was horrible to work with, and he was nasty, and he was rude, and he had this nasty attitude. That was actually her coworker. You was up there to do 2 lines on the show, and then Funky turned it into that the staff and stuff is up there scared to say stuff to you. I don't know. When you're tired and hungry, you can act out, but when you're having a bad day or whatever, you can say some stuff that you don't mean. And the thing that Funky did that I didn't like was, I think that when Funky exposed about that, he didn't take into account what him saying that could have done to the show, how people could have stopped watching the show, and then all of the people on that show who probably would be missing a check just by his words, because Funky has a big platform. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when people hear that you're nasty, they don't want to deal with you. You get what I'm saying? Everybody could have been like, oh, I don't want to watch that show no more. And this was one time. I could see if he had been up there 5 or 7 times, and every time he came in, you know what I'm saying? Because Funky and you know, I love the dog, but you know different than Tasha K. You get what I'm saying? This woman gave you an opportunity. You was up there one time, and now you run into the internet telling what happened or whatever. But did you ever think to stop and give her grace? But he went on to say that she was that Miss Pat strikes him as a fat ghetto bitch who ain't never had nothing, and now she got something and she gonna make everybody eat it. I said, oh my God. No, he did not go there. Put a one in the chat if you heard him. I said, oh my God. He said she was a fat ghetto bitch who ain't never had nothing, and now she got something and she thinks she all that. Dog, you act the same way, Funky. You act the same way, mama. You do. I'm sorry. You act the same way. Like you ain't never had nothing before. You act like that too. But I believe him though. I believe him. But I don't think I would have called her a fat ghetto bitch. It really seemed a little classy. I don't know. Let me see. Coming from Carroll City, who just started traveling and tells how much he pays for things. Right, that's what I'm saying. He acts the same way. He gives, a ghetto person, a skinny ghetto bitch that just has something. Funky, Truvala Doniva can never call me a fat bitch. Miss Pat is going to tear him down a new booty hole. Wild Funky, this is why I don't him anymore. The pot calling the kettle. Her book is something else. She been through a lot. She did on the interview that she was saying over there on the Breakfast Club. Well, she said that she had a baby. I couldn't believe it. She said that she had a baby when she was 12 years old by a man that was 22 years old. And her mama them knew that the man was 22. And he was around. Yeah, she did say a lot. She said that her mama gave her a whole bunch of low self-esteem. She said that she had a sister that was beautiful and she didn't feel like she was beautiful. And her mama messed up her self-esteem. She did. Oh, he said it. It takes one to know one. You heard it. Yep. Are y'all for real? Yeah, she said that she had a baby. She said that she had a baby, it was a man that was, I believe she said that she had, I saw it on Vlad. She said that she had went to the YMCA at a party. They used to throw a party at the YMCA to keep the kids out the street. And she was leaving a party with her sister them. And it was a grown man had asked how old she was. She said that she was 18. And the man had asked for her number or something. The next day he had came to the house. The man was 22 years old and was already married with kids. And he went to her mama's house and her mama told him, don't you know that this girl is 12 years old? And he was like, he don't care. You don't care? And she ended up getting pregnant by him, 12 years old. Her oldest sister, them, I'm telling him, you got to do it to him if you want a boyfriend. Girl, what? What? The blind leading the blind. That's why you have to be into what your kids, some stuff got going on, because the blind can be leading the blind. A 22-year-old that's already married with kids, and I believe, you know what happens when you assume her show is based off her life. Mm-hmm. Sad story. I watched some of her first season. I didn't know it was based on real life. Yeah, she did. Whisper. I never heard of Miss Pratt. Oh my God, Dina. Yes, real poverty hood story. Yes, it did. And she said that, her mama had got with a man. I had seen this, but I've seen this also on Oprah. She said that her mama had got with a man who, because her mama wasn't working or nothing, but the man was a provider, and the man felt like he could do whatever he wanted to do with her and her sister, and had his way with her and her sister. I remember I was at my friend's house, and we was watching an episode of Oprah. And it was an old episode of Oprah, and it was a white woman. She had 2 daughters by her first husband, but she divorced him and ended up getting a second husband. And the little girl had ended up telling one of the sisters talked to the mama. The older sister didn't talk to the mama, and the younger sister still talked to the mama. What happened was the older sister had went to school and told the people at the school that the mama husband was having sex, was coming in the room at night and touching on them. And they ended up calling CPS and reporting the story or whatever. And the man had ended up going to jail. The man did time in jail or whatever. When the man got out, the mama let the man come back to the house and was staying with them and was still married with them and had some more kids by them. And the girl said that when she left the house, she didn't talk to her mama no more because of it. And then they bought the sister, the sister was trying to fix it and bought them to Oprah. And she was like, well, why did you bring that man back into our home? And she said, because he was the provider. I didn't work. I wasn't working. So, he was taking care of us. And my friend mama told me, baby, if all else fails, you can go and sit at a bar. A woman can just go sit at a bar if all else fails. You don't subject your children, especially your daughters, to no shit like that. But I'm surprised. The story didn't make sense to me because I'm surprised the man was let out of jail. I'm surprised the man was left out of jail. How did he get out of jail? That should be life, mandatory life in jail. What else did I see? Boosie. Boosie hit an all-time low. And see, this is what I have been telling y'all. Boosie went over there and Boosie be hiding behind this gay talk and be like, oh, it's just the black people. I just, black. They be crying black. Boosie got his ass over there, still over there on Vlad. Okay. He has not addressed what Vlad said to that professor. He didn't address none of that. But Boosie get online and made a song about gay people. Boosie has a new song called Letter to the Gays. And the song started off with, I told him not to cut his dick off. This is an all-time low. So you don't have a career no more. Your career now is just going to DJ Vlad and saying the most ignorant thing that you can say to go viral. Now you decide to make a song and calling it the Letter to the Gays so you can get other homophobes to agree with you. This is an all-time low. This is an all-time low, Boosie. All-time low. When are you, since you care so much about the black community, when are you going to check Vlad for trying to get that professor fired? Y'all care about the kids in the black community so much. But when are you gonna check Vlad? Or he don't count because he pay you. He's an ally because he pay you. Go piss pool party. He should focus on his health and not subjecting his kids to sexual assault. He definitely should. I'm over at a whole nother timestamp. So Boosie should focus on his lesbian dagger daughter. Was the professor a woman who was black? If so, she doesn't count. Yes, she was a black woman. Yes, she was a black woman. And you know they're gonna try to be like, oh, he didn't actually report her. He reported her. He added her name, he added Princeton every time he wrote her. So he did report her. That was snitching. You added her. That's just like me saying at LAPD. Boosie, where's the money at from the bank that you robbed? Boosie, I saw you robbing the bank. Boosie, I saw you drop some money. You know what I'm saying? That's snitching. He snitched. He snitched. Why do black people continue to go on Vlad? The platform is problematic and federal at best. That's how they're trying to solve. Vlad is taking accountability for solving the Tupac murder. Vlad is taking accountability for solving the Tupac murder. Duh, she a black woman. What you mean? Vlad needs to get monkey stumped for doing that to that professor. Yes, he did. That lady doesn't even have her school in the bio anymore. Funky, disrespectful to women, period. Tell everything else. Tell about you and Claudia. Vlad is problematic. He really is acting like a crackhead in this case. And then let's get over here with Gayle. Now, Gayle, you tripping. Where you at? Gayle is tripping. Okay? It says, Gayle King says Justin Timberlake's recent arrest was clearly a mistake. He's not an irresponsible person. What the fuck? What do you mean, Gayle? He could have killed somebody. He could have killed somebody. Gayle King recently weighed in on Justin Timberlake, saying his recent arrest for driving under the influence doesn't define his character. She believes the incident doesn't accurately represent who he is as a person, suggesting that he's a good person who made a mistake. While speaking about the incident on Wednesday's episode of CBS Morning, King said, Justin Timberlake is a really, really great guy, she said. Listen, this is clearly a mistake. I bet nobody knows it more than he. Gayle also added that the singer is not an irresponsible, reckless, or careless type of person. Gayle King emphasized that while she supports Justin Timberlake, she strongly believes that driving under influence is never acceptable. She urged people to prioritize safety and responsibility by seeking alternative transportation. Gayle, he's a fucking drunk. If he got behind the wheel of a car, he's a fucking drunk. The same way we talk about Karen, he's a fucking drunk. What do you mean? That is irresponsible. So they was in the Hamptons. Jessica Biel is doing a movie out there in the Hamptons. And I guess they got the whole family out there. And she out there working, shooting a movie. And he out here getting drunk. Embarrassing. Could you imagine going to set the next day and everybody out there whispering about your husband? Could you imagine?
I can say so much about your husband.
Could you imagine going to work the next day and everybody knowing that your husband got to be? I mean, because this is Justin Timberlake. Everybody whispering. Girl. Baby Brandy had some weed into her system and they still dragging Brandy to this day. Let's talk about the husband. Right. Gayle, give me my name back. Gayle King, I'm calling in sick. This is irresponsible. And this does define him as a person. To me, it feels like he think he's above the fucking law. He think that he's above the fucking law. Thank God that nobody was in the street. He said it's going to ruin the world tour. That's what he said. Embarrassing. He said that it's going to ruin his world tour. People all over the world know Justin Timberlake like that? I ain't trying to be funny. I don't really know a lot of stuff about Justin Timberlake. Now I love Gone. I know about 3 songs by Justin Timberlake. I love Gone by NSYNC, and I love and I don't even like T.I., but him and T.I., they did their thing on My Love. That was the shit. If I write you a melody. Yeah, they did that. All that money, you should have gotten an Uber. All that money, you ought to have a driver pushing her walker across the street. Suit and tie. No, I don't, y'all. I don't know a lot about. I'm serious. I think a lot of these artists need to start with the world tour. Everybody can't do a world tour now. Mrs. D Green, what's good? What about Dead and Gone? I know Gone, but I don't know Dead and Gone. Justin Timberlake has bops for days. Okay, I mean, they bops to y'all. Everybody does know him around the world, but ain't nobody checking for him now. Okay, but he was in remember Jessica Biel was in Kandi. That was a true story. But Justin Timberlake played a cop in Kandi, the Hulu version. He played a cop in Kandi. I thought that was cool that they had let her put the wife in there. Good boy, you have to expand your musical taste, darling. My musical taste is expanded. I'm just not a Justin Timberlake fan. I don't think so. Now, I know why Karen didn't get a driver, but that man has no excuse. Karen didn't get a driver because Karen was messing with the last driver that she had. Ray, that's a true drunk. You got a DUI, your husband get you a driver, and then you get the fucking a driver. I believe, everybody, y'all can say what y'all want to, but everybody on that cast has confirmed that Karen was over there messing with Blue Eyes. Okay? Everybody ain't lied on Karen. Even the girls that became friends with Karen, they still be like, yeah, she was messing with Blue Eyes. Okay? But I'm not mad at you, Karen. It seemed like Ray okay with it. He just didn't want to be embarrassed. But let me see. I think that's it. I think that's all I saw. But yeah, I am really excited, y'all, about track and field today. I'm really excited. So we have the 400 men and women. Let me pull it up. I can pull it up real quick. What we got? It ain't gonna be a lot. We don't got no finals today. Let me see. U.S. track and field. Olympic trials. So you can watch it on, if y'all are interested, you can watch it on Peacock now. So that means that I got to go to Peacock and pay for the no commercial thing again, because I don't want no commercials. Okay, so let me see. So we have Sha'Carri is running today for sure. Let's see. Okay, so we got the first round of the 400 meters today for the men. Men's javelin, 400 of the women's 400 meters. Now, Gabby Douglas is not running the 400 no more. She pulled out of the 400. I'm so glad that she came to her senses, because I think that she needs to focus on, did I say Gabby Douglas? Gabby Thomas. I'm so glad that she came to her senses, because I think that she needs to focus on, and you know, this is the funny thing about Gabby. Gabby has a twin brother named Andrew. Gabby has a twin brother named Andrew. Her mother is a doctor, and her mother don't give a damn about her running track. Her mama don't give a damn about her running track. Her mama wanted her to be a doctor. And so she she graduated from Harvard, and then she ended up joining the master's program at UT. And she signed with New Balance. And I think that New Balance, with her and Sydney McLaughlin, I think that New Balance to me personally, the girls, the New Balance have the best outfits that I see on the track. They have the best uniforms that I see on the track. Like Gabby and Sydney, they be fly. And even the dudes that run for New Balance, they really be fly. But yeah, she is not going to run the 400 anymore. She's just going to focus on the 200. I think that Gabby was trying to get on the 4x4 relay. But we'll see. I'm glad that she came to her senses, because the thing is, I just didn't want her to. It's not that I didn't think that she could double. I think that she was chasing medals, and I think that she needs to just focus on the 200. Because if you're doing something you're not really into, it's a chance that you could go out there and get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And use all your energy up in the 400 and not be worried, because the 400 was going to be first. It'll be different if she was going to qualify for the 200 then the 400, but the 400 is today. The first rounds of the 400. And then we got the women's 800. So we'll see a thing move run today. And then we have, let me see. We have the women's 100, the first rounds of the women's 100. And Sha'Carri's in the hot heat. Oh, because, I think that the girls think that they're going to come in and they just going to be able to jog their way through. And Sha'Carri got about 10 sponsors already. I'm happy for her. This is the thing. Sha'Carri has proven herself last year. That was her first national title. And she has proven herself, and she has gotten endorsements. She got Sprite, Powerade, Gatorade. I've seen some yogurt. She got like some Noxzema. I'm getting them wrong, but she got some face stuff. Sha'Carri got a lot of endorsements. So, but she looked like she got a hot heat. So it's gonna be, she's in the last heat. She ranks number 1 in the world. So she's in the last heat. But we got Tamara Clark in there, Cambria Sturgis, Tamari Davis. She got a hot heat. So she ain't going to be able to like coast all the way through. She's going to have to really run. But, I'm very excited. I love when the Olympics come around. I will be watching a lot of swimming, gymnastics, boxing, track, volleyball. I love volleyball. I wish I would have grew up in California, because in California they have men's volleyball as a sport, and I would have played volleyball. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's been a minute since I've seen a Noxzema ad. LOL. It probably was Olay. She got some type of face commercial. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. She got a lot. She got a lot of them. Let me see. I hadn't seen her on a Wheaties box yet, but I think that Sha'Carri, honestly and truthfully, Sha'Carri could break the world record. I'm so happy for her. I really am. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Your face belongs to nothing, but swimming is my thing, being a swimmer myself in high school. Really? I can't swim. I can't swim. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate the love and support. You played volleyball your freshman year in high school? Cali girl. See? Y'all get all the good sports. Y'all get all the good sports in Cali. Glad you mentioned gymnastics. Happy to see women's and men's. And I can't wait to see the gymnastics. What's good, Richie? When are you setting up this Patreon so we can get this panel back? I don't know yet. Thank you. What's good, Autumn's mom? I'm trying to get my son to compete in swimming. See, I can't swim. Gabor Kenya is divorced. Amen. Thank the Lord. So now we can stop. People can stop saying that she wasn't married because she divorced. She can break records if she lay off drugs. Oh, Kingsley. I was going to make the volleyball team in middle school, but quit because my best friend got cut. I should have stuck in it. Right. She could have been a cheerleader for you. But thank y'all so much for being here. I played softball and danced in high school. See, I never got into baseball. That's the only sport I never got into. I played soccer for a little bit. I was the only black kid. Y'all know I went to mostly Hispanic high school. I was the only black kid out there. I played soccer a little bit. I did tennis a little bit. I did everything except for baseball. Everything except for baseball. I was also a swim instructor and lifeguard. See, the Rob J in the city, I think I could swim. I'm just scared to go under the water without holding my nose. I'm scared to go under the water without holding my nose. How people be doing it and whatever, it don't work for me. It don't work for me. I did track and field 2 years, but I wasn't good at it. Then switched to soccer when you got a women's team in the color guard. So you probably was good. You just probably wasn't in shape yet. You probably would. They say in track and field, you never know what you can do in track and field until you really get in shape. Until you really get in shape. But thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Adios.